Hare Krishna. Over to you, Jagat Sakshi Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamutiraye. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Kartik Mas ki jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. So today is the fourth day of our yatra through the forests of Vrindavan. So yesterday we could not complete. So we will continue from where we have left. So yesterday finally we were in Barsana. So once again these three hills in Vrajadam are three murtis. Like Nandi Hill is Lord Shiva, that is Nandagaon. Then Govardhana Hill is Krishna himself. And Barsana Hill is Lord Brahmaji. So yesterday we saw all the temples there and we climbed down the hill. Then now we are moving towards Nandagaon and Kokilavan. So where we stopped yesterday, we will continue from that place. So we saw the Nandagaon temple where Krishna has demanded from Rohini Mata that Balaram should be black and all, and that is a very, very nice pastime where Balaram was dressed in black dress and things like that. Okay, so we will go to Krishna Kunda. Krishna Kunda is in Nandagaon. This is a beautiful place. So Krishna is stealing butter. Why butter? It's an important question. Why Krishna is stealing milk? You know, why he is stealing milk? Why he is stealing butter? Krishna can steal mangoes, or maybe he can steal jackfruit. Why milk? So Acharyas have answered, why milk? It seems milk is love of a mother. Prabhupada once commented, milk is nothing but mother's love. Between husband and wife, there is a bit of selfishness. Satish Prabhu, is there selfishness between husband and wife relationship?
Maybe.
Maybe you are not married?
I am. Yes, Prabhu. Maybe. Yeah.
So there must be selfishness between husband and wife, and there are selfishness to some extent between siblings, and definitely, you know, in all the relationship in this material world, there can be selfishness. But when a mother's love to the infant, you know, it is selfless, it is pure. Mother doesn't expect anything from the baby. But even that relationship, as the baby grows, then there is some kind of selfishness, and slowly the milk dries. But Kali Yuga, we know so many mothers don't have milk at all. So milk is nothing but mother's love. Prabhupada has beautifully commented. So when you compare that, there is no living entity, no human being in this entire universe who has not taken cow's milk. You know, right from our birth till death, we all have taken cow's milk. That is why cow is also a mother, Gomata. And that milk is just prema, pure love. That's why the cowherd, they tie these calves in front of mother cow and they milk. So cow's milk is pure love. That's what acharyas comment. So when love becomes milk, then when they churn the milk and take butter, and it is the most best part of milk, and that is something like that ecstatical love, that prema amrita. If milk is amrita, then butter is prema amrita. That's why premamrutambo nidhi. And Vrindavan is premamrutambo nidhi. Amba means sky and nidhi means treasure. So you see, milk is amrita, butter is premamrita, and Vrindavan is premamrutambo nidhi. This nectar, and how this nectar treasure, the treasure is like expanded like a sky all over Vrindavan. So when Krishna steals butter, he simply steals the heart of Vrajvasis, Gopas, Gopis, elderly Gopas. So Krishna, he's not only Navanita Chora, he's also Chitta Chora. He just, the devotees are so pure, Krishna simply takes their heart. If you read this book called Narada Bhakti Sutra, the first 6 shlokas, Narada Muni is saying, he is giving example about different rishis and great personalities and their explanation about bhakti. What Gautama Rishi has got to say about bhakti, what Parashara Muni has got to say about bhakti, what Shukadev Goswami says about bhakti. And in the 6th or 7th shloka, Narada Muni gives a beautiful conclusion. He says, bhakti means nothing but Gopi's life. So, yatha vrajagopikanam, simply life of gopis is bhakti. So, when Krishna steals butter, he also takes the heart of all Vrajvasis. So, generally, they avoid Madhumangala to join in this stealing program because Madhumangala is very fat and Madhumangala is very sensitive. Madhumangala can't run fast like other Gopas. And Madhumangala is very soft-hearted, very compassionate. So, Krishna and his boyfriends, they will generally avoid Madhumangala in a stealing program, because they are very quick. They jump through the windows, they jump through the doors. Sometimes they open the tiles and come inside the house and they simply jump and run. But Madhumangal can't run. He's a Brahmin boy. So here in this place, Madhumangala forced Krishna so much that I am also coming, today I am also coming. Because he forced so much, Krishna and friends, they took Madhumangala also in stealing program. So when they went to a house and, they had a whole program. They form human hill. They will form a human hill and they climb and all these things. And all of a sudden gopis came. So Krishna, Balram, and all the boys, cowherd boyfriends, they all jumped out through different directions and they ran away. Madhumangala tried and he tried to jump through the window and he got stuck. So half of the body is outside the window and half is inside the room. He's stuck, he couldn't move. And the gopis came and they tied Madhumangala to a pillar. So Krishna and his friends were wondering how to save Madhumangala, and Madhumangala is standing there and he's all the time murmuring, crimping. Madhumangala is saying, I trusted Krishna and Balram and came and see, these are all cheaters, traitors. They left me and they ran away. I will never join with them. What kind of boys are they? They don't know how to respect a Brahmana. I am the face of the Supreme Lord. And in this way, Madhumangala is going on talking and talking. And Krishna felt very bad that Madhumangala is stuck, and gopis caught him and tied him to the pillar. And the gopis told Madhumangala, definitely Krishna and his friends will come to save you. And we know how to catch him, So what Krishna did, Krishna and all his friends, Balram and Gopas, they all wore big beard, mush. They decorated themselves. They were, and they changed their vesha, and they were looking like elderly sadhus, rishis, some of them wearing tree bark, some of them wearing deer skin, with kamandalu and all. Then they went and sat down on the bank of river Yamuna. And these boys were chanting big mantras, very powerful mantras, Then the elderly gopis, they came to fetch water, and they saw so many sages have come. And they don't know anything about this, and they were discussing, we should respect the sages, this, that. So the elderly gopis went and bowed down in front of this new arrived sages. Then immediately the sages started chanting mantra, and Krishna in the disguise of a sadhu, he said, a big curse is going to fall on Vrindavan, on Vraja. For the next 7 years, there will not be a drop of rain. Earth will dry and crack open. All your cattle will die. You people will be in famine, struggling. Poverty will be there. And the gopis got very scared. So they fell at the sadhu's feet again and again and said, is there any remedy? Is there any atonement which we can do so that we can come out of this? Then the sages discussed amongst themselves, and they said, one poor Brahmana is tied and kept arrested in one of your houses. That offense is going to fall upon the whole Vraj. So you should, as soon as possible, release that Brahmana. Not only releasing the Brahmana, you should make sure he is satisfied by feeding him laddus. So if Krishna and Balarama all in the in the dress of sadhus, they said this. Then the gopis were discussing who arrested Brahmin boy, this, that, and they found out such and such gopi has tied a Madhumangala and kept in their house. And all the gopis went there and chastised that elderly, that gopi, and released Madhumangala and gave so much of sweets to Madhumangala. Then Madhumangal came out. Then Krishna asked, what happened? Then Madhumangala said, Krishna, you know what happened? All of a sudden, the gopis realized that I am a powerful Brahmana. They could understand the tejas in my face, the radiance and brilliance. Then immediately they begged sorry from me and they released. So in this way, Madhumangala boasting in front of Krishna, and all the boys were laughing and giggling. So all those pastimes happened in this place called Krishna Kund. Very beautiful place. So again, we pay our obeisance and touch the water and pray again and again that we should be able to enjoy or taste this nectar of bhakti. This bhakti will make us forget everything in this material world. The hankering in this material world. We are all hankering for name, fame, glory, for recognition. Some of us are hankering for acceptance. People should accept me. Some of us are hankering for love. Some of us are hankering for recognition, all kinds of, this material world. Beautifully, Jiva Goswami has written a line. We are all prisoners of our own mind. There is no problem outside. Jiva Goswami says there is no problem anywhere else. We are the problem. We are all prisoners of our own mind. Our own mind has captivated us by different things. And because of this, we are taking birth again and again and again in this material world. So we should always pray to Krishna. Krishna, Surya Sama, Maya Haya Andakar. This darkness is illusion. And Krishna is Surya Sama. Krishna is sun. There is a beautiful line about the sun. As old as the sun and as new as a sunshine. Sun is very old. So in Brahma Samhita, Brahmaji is saying this beautiful line. Adyam Purana Purusham Navayauvanam Cha. Adyam, first. Purana, old. Krishna is the first person. Krishna is the oldest person. Navayavanam Cha. At the same time, he is young and new. How can somebody be old and the same be new? Such and such Prabhu is the old Prabhu as well as a new Prabhu. How can we say that? How this is contradicting? This is contradicting. It cannot be. So Krishna is old as well as new. Adyam Purana Purusham Navayavvanam Cha. How is that possible? So sun is the example. Sun is the oldest right from the day of creation. But sunshine is new every day. Sunshine is fresh. It is new. Every day we get newer and newer sunshine. So as old as sun and as new as sunshine. And Krishna is the only absolute truth like this. So we are very fortunate. Simply by the causeless mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we could understand all these things. Otherwise, personally, we don't have any qualification. Okay? Next, Prabhuji, we will move to the next place. So these are all the beautiful places in Barsana and Nandagaon. And Nandagaon was Krishna's palace. Originally, they were in Gokula. And from Gokula, they came to Nandagaon. Okay, yes, Prabhu, that picture, yes, Pavan Sarovar. So this is one of the holiest place in Nandagaon, Pavan Sarovar. This water can purify us from all the sins which we have committed in our lifetime. Because this Pavana Sarovar, this Tirtha, has all the holy rivers. So one day Radharani came here with all the gopis, and when Radharani and the gopis, they were laughing, they were cracking jokes, and so beautiful they are. And the sages and rishis, they always wanted to surrender to Srimati Radharani. So when the gopis and all of them came here, they saw a sage with a very deep, grave voice. He was chanting mantras and meditating and things like that. So Radharani and all the Sakhis, they came and paid obeisances to the rishis, and they realized that sage was none other than Durvasa. So Durvasa Muni is a person, very strange person. You serve him, you will get curse. If you don't serve him, still you will get a curse. You please him, you try to please him, you land up with a curse. He is one of the most tough personality to be pleased. It is very, very difficult to satisfy Durvasa Muni. How much ever we serve him, Durvasa Muni will find some fault within that and he will curse you. Not only you, he will curse your entire family and dynasty. That is Durvasa Leela. So the moment even the sages, the kings, anyone hears the name of Durvasa, they all run and escape from that scene. So Radharani came here and Durvasa Muni told Radharani that he is very hungry. So Radharani cooked an amazing feast, such a wonderful feast that Durvasa himself got pleased. There is no one in this entire universe who had pleased Durvasa. Only two personalities had pleased Durvasa. One is Srimati Radharani and another is Kunti Maharani. Only two personalities have pleased Durvasa. So Durvasa became very happy and blessed Radharani that you will never cook, you will cook, you will cook only once, you will cook any item only once. You will never repeat your cooking. Not only that, your cooking will be ambrosial, it will be nectarian. So all kinds of blessings Durvasa gave here. Not only that, after cooking, when Radharani wanted to wash her hand, Durvasa, by his celestial powers, brought all the holy tirthas to this place. Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, Prayag, Pushkara, all the holy tirthas came and served Radharani, and Radharani washed her hand. So this is an amazing place, Pavana Sarovar. So devotees naturally they go there and take bath. And one beautiful thing now is there is some Vraj trust is there. So many good-hearted people, Hindus and religious-minded people, and many ISKCON devotees are also part of that trust. They spend crores of money and they renovate all these ponds. So what you see is all the latest form of this pond, Pavan Sarovar. It has all become very beautiful, very neat, clean, fully stone laid. Beautiful it has turned. So we take a dip in Pavan Sarovar. We pray to Srimati Radharani. We pray to Sage Durvasa that all the sins which we have committed in our life should be eradicated. We don't know. We have committed so many sins, from the day immemorial. Nobody can count it. We have done heaps and heaps of sin. Luckily, fortunately, after coming to ISKCON, we are not doing sin anymore. We are not sinning anymore. Now we have upgraded ourselves. So nowadays we do only offense. We don't do sin. We are great. So we pray at the Pavan Sarovar that we should be purified and we move to the next place. So next place is Uddhavikyari. This is a very beautiful place in Nandagaon. This is little remote. Generally, people don't go there, but it is very beautiful. There are a lot of trees and beautiful empty spaces in between the trees and grass, meadow, because not much people visit this place. This is still very fresh and not polluted. Very beautiful. That way, especially you go and sit in the early mornings and you can see peacocks passing by, cows moving. Vrindavan is an amazing place. Vrindavan, Vrindavane Ramya Sthana Divya Chintamani Dham Ratana Mandira Manohara. Very beautiful Vrindavan is. So one day in Dwarka, when Uddhava was passing by Krishna, he saw Krishna is weeping and crying, and Krishna's garments and all turned wet. So Uddhava was very surprised. And Uddhava, he went and asked Krishna, what's happened? Why are you crying? Why are you weeping? Then Krishna said, I'm thinking of gopis because the selfless love which gopis had shown for me, I don't know how to repay, and I feel separation from my dear devotees. And Krishna started crying. Uddhava is Brahaspati's Sishya, student of Brahaspati. And he's a great Pandit. He has so much of knowledge. So Uddhava smiled and told Krishna, Krishna, what is this? You know, you are a supreme Lord. You are the powerful controller. How can positive, negative, victory, loss, up, down, praise and defame, how can all these dualities affect you? Please, please don't put me in illusion. You are above all this. You are Purna. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnadhaya Purnameva. You are a total complete self. How can you be incomplete? How can you hanker for something? So when Uddhava was talking all these things, Krishna smiled and said, Uddhava, I'm not a jnani like you. I am not a disciple of Brihaspati. I was a simple cowherd boy. And by the will of providence, now I have become a king. Actually, I don't deserve. I'm a simple cowherd boy. Then Uddhava smiled and thought it is Krishna some leela. Then Krishna said, can you do a small favor for me? Because every day I'm thinking of gopis and I feel so much of separation. So can you deliver my message to the gopis? So Uddhava agreed. And Uddhava came with the message to Nandagaon. And before Nandagaon, this is that pasture. It's a huge field. And all the gopis, there are 3 crore of them. They all saw a chariot and they saw Krishna coming in the chariot because Uddhava looks like Krishna. He looks alike Krishna. Because at the age of 5, Bhagavatam says, Uddhava had never played in his life. Like kids, kids always playful. They want to play, 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 play. And, they play for hours and hours together. That's how kids are. They don't come to sleep, they don't come to eat, and the mothers have to run behind them. But Uddhava is one special kid. He has never played a game in his life. In his young age, when he was 5, he was simply thinking of Krishna. He was thinking of Krishna all the time. So Krishna loves Uddhava so much, and Uddhava looks exactly like Krishna. So if somebody sees Uddhava from afar, they will think he is Krishna. So the gopis thought that is Krishna coming. And all of them ran, screaming Krishna's name because Krishna has left them for years together. And every day they are waiting that Krishna would come. So the gopis ran towards the chariot, and they realized that's not Krishna. But Uddhava said, Krishna remembered you. And gopis became so happy. They started crying. And some of them started screaming. Some of them rolling on the ground. Some of them rubbing their face against the trees. And they're all so ecstatical, thinking that Krishna has remembered me. Krishna had remembered me. He has thought about me. And when Uddhava was trying to convey a message, they're not at all interested in that message. They all jumped on the tree. Some of them started tearing their clothes, some of them crawling like animals. And Uddhava thought, what is this happening? Then Uddhava tried to convince and console each and every gopi, but they're inconsolable, their separation is. There is no medicine, no solution for their separation. They simply cry, 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 and finally faint and fell down. And they wake up after some time, and again they will scream, Krishna, hey Madhava, like that. So this is that place, Uddhava Kyari, where all the gopis came running towards Uddhava. Uddhava tried to console, and the whole place turned to be wet by the tears of gopis. And there is a tirtha also next. So these are all highly, what do you say, we don't even have a qualification to discuss these pastimes. Such powerful, intimate, pure, topmost places in this world. Okay. The famous Uddhava Kyari in Nandagaon. So many people don't go to these places. It is all very confidential and things like that. Next, Prabhu. So, okay, this is this place, this is a wrong thing. This is not here. The Akrura is in Mathura. Okay, so let us move to Vrindakund. Yes. So many devotees would have gone to this place. This is the Vrinda Devi, beautiful Vrinda Devi temple in Nandagaon, now organized by, managed by ISKCON. In the altar, you can see a Krishnadas Baba on Babaji's picture. So that Babaji was serving this Vrindakund temple for many, many years. And finally, when he became very old, he was praying very deeply to Vrinda Devi that who will take care of you? Who will serve you after once I pass away? Then Vrinda Devi appeared in the dream of that Babaji and requested Babaji to hand it over. Some special people looking like Gandharvas from heaven, they will come and approach you. You wait for the right time and they will take care of me nicely. You don't have to worry. So Babaji, this Babaji, particular Babaji was chanting 64 rounds every day and taking care of Vrinda Devi. So, and he was waiting for that dream to happen. So in a Kartik month, ISKCON devotees, many sannyasis with Dinabandhu Prabhu, they all went there for darshan of Vrinda Devi. And suddenly, Dinabandhu Prabhu and others went and asked this Babaji, will you hand over this temple to ISKCON? And Babaji was so happy. His dream came true. He has not revealed his dream to anyone. He was more than happy and he handed over this temple to ISKCON. And ISKCON has renovated this temple. And now, right now, they are making pukurs, the pond, renovating the pond and everything. Amazing. Vrinda Devi is the queen of Vrajadam. She's the controller. She has so many parrots, Sukha and Sari. I'm not exaggerating. If you go in the month of Kartik or immediately after Kartik, please visit this temple by 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. Once we went there, and a very senior devotee was giving class, a Maharaj, a senior devotee was giving class. He has to stop the class because of the noise of parrots. Hundreds and hundreds of parrots in the early morning, just when sun is about to rise. They make so much of noise and they fly in different directions from the tree. And evening they gather back. They come back. These hundreds and hundreds of parrots, they made such a noise that Bhagavatam class had to be stopped. And all the devotees were seeing the beauty of these parrots. So all the parrots are under the control of Vrinda Devi. And Vrinda Devi in her left hand, she always holds a parrot. So these parrots, they fly in different directions all over Vrindavan and they come back saying such and such vana is the best, this is the good, that is best, this vana has this speciality, that vana has that speciality. And finally, Vrinda Devi will decide, okay, today Radha Krishna pastime can happen in such vana. So all these things. So bhakti means service. So once one devotee said, a Vaishnava has to sincerely develop seva attitude. He should start learning to love cows. He should start learning to respect Vaishnavas. He should start learning to serve Vaishnavas. Seva, bhakti means simply seva. Sometimes it is very painful to see devotees are lazy, they don't want to do seva. Sometimes they try to avoid seva very intelligently. They push it off. It's very difficult to understand what is Radha Krishna, Vrindavan, Vrajadam. So devotees have to sincerely develop seva attitude. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitham. What is dharma of human being? Simply to satisfy the Supreme Lord. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitham. When Bhagavan becomes pleased, everything will become okay. So the sole purpose of our human life is to please Supreme Lord. For that, we should have lot of humility, lot of humility. So here we pray at the lotus feet of Vrinda Devi again and again. This Vrinda Devi only appeared as Tulsi Maharani also, right? So we pray again and again because she delivers bhakti. Whatever seva we do, she has to certify that seva like an ISI mark. She will put chapa on the seva and say this seva is approved. That is why even though we take 4-5 hours and cook, finally if we don't place a tulsi leaf, tulsi manjari on the cooking, on the bhoga, Krishna is not going to accept. So Vrinda Devi sanctions bhakti. So here we pray to Vrinda Devi again and again, and so that we should also develop a lot of service attitude. Hare Krishna. So next we move to the next place. Yashoda Kund, how Bilu, how who Bilu. It is so funny. See on the right side, can you see a farm? It has got a lion's head, elephant's head, lion's paw, and boar's back, looking like bull. It is like an odd creation. All kinds of animals put together. It has a elephant's face, and it has got lion's paw, and the backside looks like a boar. In total, it looks like a bull. All kinds of things, how below. So it's a very, very sweet pastime. Krishna and Balaram, as I said, once they go and play with Gopas, they will never come back. They will never come back, So, Yashoda Mata has to scream and call, and they don't come back. They play with Gopas, full. And when Krishna comes back, he's full of dust right from his head to toe. You can't make, that's a beautiful shloka in Gopika Gita. It says, Dina parikshaye nila kundalair vanaruhananam bibradavratam ganarajasvalam darshayan muho manasi nasmaram virayachasi. Dina parikshaye neela kundalair vanaruhananam bibradavratam ganarajasvalam darshayan muhur manasi nasmaram virayachasi. When Krishna goes to play, to graze cows, and when he comes back, early morning, Mother Yashoda decorates him so beautifully with pearl malas, with ankle bells, with armlets and beautiful turban. tucked with peacock feathers, and so handsome, so beautiful Krishna is. Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Visesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. One Kamadeva, one Cupid is enough to make the whole universe fall. But imagine the power of Kandarpa Koti, crores of Kamadevas. That crores of Kamadevas are nothing in front of the beauty of Krishna. So beautiful Lord is. So Krishna, when he goes and plays with Gopas, then he comes back, he's full of dust. Only Krishna's eyes can be seen. It's covered with dust. So Yashoda, first Rohini Mata came and said, Krishna, it's time for lunch. Balaram, it's time for lunch. Yashoda Mata is waiting. You please come, you please come. Krishna and Balaram didn't come. And Rohini called and called and called, and finally she became so tired she left. Then Yashoda Maya came here. And Yashoda Maya also started calling both of them for lunch, Krishna and Balaram. And they didn't want to go. They were playing and playing. And they said, we'll come in 5 minutes. We'll come now. We'll come now. And they didn't come. Then Yashoda Maya said, there is how below is there. And Krishna and Balaram asked, what is how below? Then immediately Yashoda Mata, she simply said, oh, that is a Rakshas. He will catch people, especially he will catch children, and especially he will catch handsome children, and that Rakshasa is, he has an elephant head, he has a lion's paw. Yashoda Mata simply bluffed something. And these two boys started running. They got scared. Krishna is playing this Leela of fear. Yama is scared of Krishna. Surya is scared of Krishna. That is what we sing in Kausalya Suprabhatam. Kausalya Supraja Rama Purva Sandhya Pravartate Uttanarasarthu Tavyam Deva Magnikam Mata Samasta Jagata Madhukaita Bhare Vaksho Viharini Manohara Divyamurte. In that Suprabhatam, there is one line, Krishna, please wake up, please wake up. Sun is waiting for you. The 12 suns, Aditya, the Dwadasha Aditya, the 12 suns are waiting for you. Only if you wake up and give orders, they will go and rise in the east. Please, Krishna, please wake up. Yama is waiting for you. So Krishna is the Supreme Lord, where Yamaraj and Surya, they're all scared and waiting. But here, Krishna is scared and running from how below. So Nanda Maharaj came in between, and Nanda Maharaj asked Krishna, why are you running so fast? What happened? And Krishna and Balaram said, Papa, don't go. There is how below. There is how below. And all of them ran inside the house, and that day they didn't come out at all. And next day, these boys slowly creeped and they went to that place to check whether really how below is there. Small kids. And they saw this how below there. So this is an interesting pastime in Nandagaon, how below. He's so scary. He even scared the Supreme Lord Krishna. So Prabhuji, we move to next. Okay, these are all the small temples in Nandagaon. There is one Dayalu Nrsimha temple. And this is one of the 5 protectors of Vrajadam. This is also Mahadev, Kokileshwar Mahadev. There are 5 Mahadev temples which protects the whole Vrajadam. Kokileshwar Mahadev. They're like another one is Gopeshwar Mahadev. Another one we saw day before yesterday, Nandeshwar. So like that, there are totally 5 Mahadev temple. We pray to Lord Shiva to bless us so that we will continue our journey. Yes, this is what I said. When Krishna and Balaram, they come back, they're fully covered with dust. From head to toe, they were covered with dust. Okay, so we could complete yesterday's thing. Thank you, Hare Krishna. So we'll start today's session. We are running behind time. We will try to do justice as much as possible. So today we are supposed to move from Nandagaon to Gokul. Through Kokilavana, we'll go move to Gokul. So these are all villages. As I told you, Krishna appeared, Krishna from Mathura came to Gokul, and from Gokul, they moved to Nandagaon. Radharani appeared in Raval, and from Raval, they moved to Barsana. Okay, so now we are in Kokilavana. So not much. Kokilavana is another beautiful vana, one among the 12 forests, where Krishna and Radharani had very, very special and intimate pastimes, different kinds of pastimes. And in some places, you will see amazing trees, huge trees. I think you must have gone to Seva Kunj and all, but in Kokilavana, there are trees, big, big trees. And the trees, they just look like dancing. The way the trees have grown and all is like amazing. You can't even make head and tail out of it. And some trees have grown parallel on the earth, and they all look like dancing forms. And it is believed that these trees are gopis are the trees here. And, we can't see, but they have all kinds of pastimes and things happening over there. Okay, so there are many intimate leelas in Kokilavana. This is the story I have told, that Lord Shiva waiting for Krishna's darshan, and Yashoda Maya did not show Krishna to Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva became the Barsana hill, all that pastimes. Next, Prabhu. Yes, Ter Kadamba. Beautiful, beautiful. This is a Krishna Balaram deity there. The screen is so small. So I request all the devotees to pray to this Krishna Balaram in Ter Kadamba. Very special, very special. This was once upon a time Rupa Goswami's house for a long time. Rupa Goswami stayed here for a long time. And this is Ter Kadamba and Krishna Balram, they are coming and sitting under this tree. One of the very beautiful place in Nandagaon, Ter Kadamba. And still there is a Kadamba tree. So this is the place Krishna and Gopas all come. And Krishna, it's very amazing. Krishna knows each and every single cow by name. He had 9 lakh calves, and Krishna knew all the 9 lakh calves personally. And he used to call them one by one. And these cows and calves are also like human beings. They interact very nicely, very sweetly. And the cows and calves, they come and lick Krishna's feet, and he knew them by names. He knew them individually, and all the gopas. That's why we say Krishna stays in everybody's heart. And only one personality in the whole universe can do this magic, and that is Krishna. Even in your office, suppose some 100 people are working, your boss doesn't know. You may not know everybody by name, and you may forget even in your, whatever it is. So Krishna knew everyone by name. So the boys, they come, and these trees are called the pilu trees, pilu. So the boys will come, and they have lunch box, and their lunch box is made out of leaves, palm leaves, banana leaves, banyan leaves, they make nice lunch box out of these leaves. And the moment they come there, these pilu trees are there. The pilu trees have formed a natural shade. They have formed a natural shade. So the boys, they come and tie their lunch box in the pilu trees. And the pilu trees become so happy, they bend down so that Krishna can touch them. And even today, they're protecting these trees. They have made concrete structures because these trees are falling down. So they have made concrete structures, and they're protecting these trees very nicely. Very beautiful place. The trees, they formed a natural shade on top of us. So Krishna and Krishna will take his flute. Then Krishna will take his flute and scream and call, all the cows. And the cows will be coming and they will be grazing. He will call everybody by their names, and all these Vanabhojan lunch pastimes happen here. And Rupa Goswami made this place as his residence for many, many, many years. You know, and the famous books, Laghu Bhagavatamrita, Lalit Madhava, Vidagdha Madhava, all these famous books were written in this place, such a holy place. And once in a while, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami's elder brother, as well as his spiritual master, will come here to meet Rupa Goswami. So one day when Sanatan Goswami came, Rupa Goswami is sitting and chanting, When Rupa Goswami chants, he chants continuously for 72 hours minimum. That's how he chants. 72 hours he will chant. So they will not eat food, they will not sleep, they forget their bodily demands, they completely immersed in deep devotion. They chant, and that was a hot, sunny day. Then Sanatana Goswami saw, and Sanatana Goswami became very upset because he saw Radharani standing behind Rupa Goswami and holding her pallu, her veil, on top of Rupa Goswami, protecting him from sunshine. And moment Sanatana Goswami came there, Radharani disappeared. Sanatana Goswami became very angry and went and scolded Rupa Goswami. What are you doing? You are supposed to serve. And Gandharvika, how can she serve you? We are supposed to serve her. And that is our ultimate mission of our life. And we are breathing only for this. And you know what is happening? Radharani is protecting. And Sanatana Goswami forced Rupa Goswami to make a hut and stay inside. So Rupa Goswami made a hut and stayed inside. Another day, Sanatana Goswami came, and that was noon time. Goswami felt very bad that he didn't have anything to feed Sanatana Goswami. So Rupa Goswami immediately made a short, like a fast food. He made a kheer and offered to Gandharvika Giridhari and gave it to Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami tasted this kheer and said, "This is not a normal kheer. I have never tasted anything like this. From where did you get?" Then Rupa Goswami said, No, this is a normal kheer only. No, where did you get? Then he said, I made. Okay, who supplied you the ingredients? Then Rupa Goswami said, there is a beautiful Ladli, one small girl, 6-7-year-old girl from the nearby village. She brings me milk, every day, and she's doing this for the last 4 years. Last 4 years, she's bringing me milk. And I make this. I know this girl very well. I've seen them for so many years, and she's bringing milk every day. Then Sanatana Goswami said, no, this is not a normal kheer. I want to meet that girl. Then Rupa Goswami said, okay, I know their house, nearby village. So Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, both of them went to that house. And an elderly mother came out, and Rupa Goswami said, where is your daughter? Then mother said, which daughter? Your girl, your little girl, she brings me milk every day, and for years she is bringing milk. And that mother said, no, my daughter got married 4 years back and she has left this village. She is not in this village. She's moved to a faraway place. My daughter got married and she left. Then Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami realized Radharani was coming in that village girl's form and giving milk every day to Rupa Goswami. And Sanatana Goswami said, you are making Radharani serve you. You should take care of yourself. Vaishnava means he should not be irresponsible. So such a sweet pastimes. Radharani personally came here every day. So you have beautiful tiny lotus feet footprints of Radharani also here in their Kadamba. And they come, Radharani came and, met Rupa Goswami every day. So many ISKCON meetings, GBC meetings and study meetings and all in Vrindavan After the meeting, they move to this place and they do nice kirtan. And even today in Ter Kadamba, they believe that Radharani and all, they come in the dead of the night and they perform different kinds of pastimes. So Ter Kadamba is a very, very amazing place. And now they have Krishna Balaram deities there. So we pray to the deities that we should also understand all these pastimes and tinge of bhakti. And the sadhus who are living there in Ter Kadamba are very friendly, very friendly. Okay. Yes. So we move to next. Next. There is no places, Prabhu. Okay. So we move to the previous one. The previous one. Yes. So from Ter Kadamba, we are moving to Kokilavan. Okay, so we don't have pictures of the places, but a very interesting thing happened in Kokilavan. So you know, if yesterday we were discussing how Jyotila and Kutila, they're all becoming very, angry with Krishna and tying and this and that. So they locked Radharani inside the house and they're not leaving Radharani outside at all. So one day, Krishna came in the form of a sadhu and he told that your daughter Radharani should go to Surya temple and she should start worshipping Surya Dev. Then all the problems in your house will be solved. I heard, the sadhu said, I heard that Krishna is coming here and disturbing you and all. Then Jyotila and Kutila, they said, yes, Krishna is always coming here and troubling us. And our son Abhimanyu, so this is Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu is the husband of Radharani. This Abhimanyu is not Arjuna's son Abhimanyu. This is another Abhimanyu who is Radharani's husband. And nobody can marry Radharani. The whole universe, nobody can do this. So who is actually Abhimanyu? Abhimanyu is none other than the shadow of Krishna. We all have shadows, but Krishna doesn't have shadow. His shadow has taken a form, that is Abhimanyu. And that Abhimanyu has married Krishna. Okay. So they all said to the sadhu, who is that sadhu? Krishna himself has come as a sadhu. Yes, Krishna is troubling. And they said, okay, if Radharani goes to that Surya Deva temple and offers lamb, this Leela also happened in Kartik month. So if she goes and offers lamb, then all problems will be solved. Krishna will never come and trouble you. So Jatila and Kutila, they said, okay. And they said, sent Radharani. So Radharani went there to Surya Dev temple to offer ghee lamp. And Krishna appeared there and both of them were laughing and talking and all kinds of pastimes were going on. Suddenly somebody came and told Abhimanyu, "Are you fool? You think that your wife Radharani had gone to worship Surya Dev? No, she is meeting that cheater, traitor, that Krishna there." That's it. Abhimanyu became very angry. He collected some 100 men and with the sticks and everything, and they wanted to beat Krishna. So they went to Surya Dev temple. And Krishna saw all of them coming, and Krishna simply merged in Surya Deva's deity. Then Abhimanyu came there and he searched all over. Krishna is not there. Oh, anyway, we have come. Let us pay obeisances to Surya Dev and go. Maybe Krishna is scared and he ran away from this place. So Abhimanyu came and he paid obeisances to Surya Dev. And Surya Dev started talking. Bhakta, Abhimanyu became very happy. Oh, Lord is talking to me. Surya is talking to me. He has never spoken to me. My Lord, what can I do for you? Again and again, he was paying namaskar. Then Surya Dev said, nothing, I can see. There is a big curse upon your family. If you send Radharani every day here, all that curse will vanish. So Abhimanyu promised, yes. And from that day, Radharani started coming there and meeting Krishna. But Krishna was not very happy. Somehow he wanted to punish Abhimanyu because Abhimanyu wanted to fight with him. So he wanted to punish Abhimanyu. So what Krishna did, Krishna disguised himself as Abhimanyu and went to Jyotila Kutila. Krishna went there in the form of Abhimanyu. And Jyotila said, you found out Krishna? He's asking Krishna in the form of Abhimanyu. Did you found out Krishna? Radharani is talking to him. That's what I heard. No, I went there. He got scared. But I came to know a secret. Jyotila Kutila asked, what is that secret? You know what Krishna has done now? He has assumed my form and roaming here and there so that nobody will notice him and he can freely talk to Radharani. So this is the news I have got from my spies, my messengers. Now Krishna has taken my form. Who is talking this? Krishna himself is talking this. So if you see Krishna, in my form, don't trust him. Give him nicely. Saying this, Krishna entered the house. The poor Abhimanyu was coming after some time. And he was telling Jyotila, my dear mother Kutila, and all these things. And they also said, yes, come, our dear son, come. They thought it is Krishna. And they took sticks and started beating Abhimanyu blue and black. And Abhimanyu is crying. And he said, mother, why are you beating me? Sister, why are you beating me? Then Jyotila and Kutila are saying, we are your mother. Huh? Yes, we are your mother only. Then they started beating. So such a pastime happened here. Sometimes we can't, understand all this pastime. So this is a temple where Jyotila, Kutila are there and Krishna in the form of Abhimanyu is there. So this is actually Krishna. Krishna has disguised himself as Abhimanyu. And when mother and sister are beating Abhimanyu, Krishna was like laughing and enjoying. So all these interesting pastimes happened in Kokilavan, and all these places. Okay. Then in between, this is a Shiva temple. No, next one, the Pilipukur. Next, Charan Pahadi. Next. Okay. This is the darshan which Akrura had. This is Akrura, when Akrura came to take Krishna to Mathura, because Kamsa had an invitation to Krishna that he has arranged a wrestling match. And when Krishna came, Akrura came to collect Krishna and Balaram, take them to Kamsa's palace. And on the way, when they crossed this Brahmanda Ghat area, Akrura stopped his chariot. Then Krishna and Balaram smilingly asked, Akrura, why did you stop the chariot? Then Akrura said, Prabhu, please forgive me. Just give me a few minutes. I want to do my afternoon Gayatri. I do my Vandana every day, all the 3 times a day. So Krishna Balaram said, okay, take your time. Then Krishna and Arjuna went and took a dip. Akrura went and took a dip in this Yamuna river. And when he took a dip, he was surprised. He saw Anantasesha and Garbhodakashai Vishnu lying on the top, Lakshmi Devi and Bhumi Devi serving them, massaging their feet. He had a beautiful darshan. And to his surprise, he saw Ananta had Balarama's head and Krishna, Narayana had Krishna's head. He was bewildered. Then he got up he turned back in chariot and he saw both the lords are smiling. Again, he went inside Yamuna and saw both the lords are there. Again, he got up in the chariot, he saw both of them were smiling. And he was surprised. In this way, Akrura could realize that Krishna and Balaram are none other than the Supreme Lord. So Akrura was chanting so many mantras, glorifying them so much, praying to them so much. All those interesting things happened there, and that is that deity. Prabhuji, can you show that deity once again? That Adisesha were Lord Narayana. So this is the temple there, very beautiful temple. And this is the form Akrura saw. So Akrura, when he came to Vrindavan to take Krishna, on the way he saw Krishna's footprints everywhere. And he got down from the chariot. He touched the footprints because the footprint had, that elephant god, then cow's half hoof print, then flute. He saw all the symbols in the thing. And Akrura was completely overwhelmed. He was in tears. His hairs were standing on the end. He could understand the Supreme Lord had walked all these places. Then Akrura started rolling on the ground. So all these beautiful pastimes happened here. So tomorrow we will enter Gokul. Okay. So some more Gokul we couldn't cover today. We are lagging behind. So tomorrow we will go to Gokul. So thank you once again to all the senior devotees and the devotees. So please pray every day. We are really not qualified to discuss these pastimes. It is all Prabhupada's and Gurudev's and Parampara's mercy. Sincerely, we offer our prayers so that we could also understand a drop of this nectar. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Anybody has any query or any takeaway point, any reflections? Anybody want to comment?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Is Uddhav Kund different from what we saw today in that place?
Yes, Prabhu. Uddhava Kyari is the place where gopis met Uddhava. Uddhava Kund is the place where Uddhava meditated and desired that he wanted to become a gopi in his next life. When Krishna left the planet, Uddhava came to Kusuma Sarovar near Govardhan, and he stayed there in the form of grass. So the grass in that area is none other than Uddhava. Uddhava assumed the form of grass and he meditated and he wanted to become a gopi so that he could understand what is bhakti. Because Uddhava cursed himself, because of this gyan, I could not realize Krishna. So that place is Uddhava Kund. Uddhava Kyari is the place where gopis met Uddhava for the first time. Two different places.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Anybody has any other query? Maybe one last question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Sabdat Pranam.
Pranam.
Prabhu, this is Mahinder Prabhu's sister-in-law, Anu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, we haven't went to Vrindavan, but hearing the glories from you, it is very much like from here only we are viewing, because we haven't went yet, but it's so much nice to hear from you. Continuously I'm hearing. First day I missed, but I saw on YouTube, so I heard from there. So very nice experience. It's really like I can't. My words are not coming from my mouth, but it's really nice experience. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for
Thank you.
wonderful explanation about all the pastimes. So we actually forget ourselves by listening to you. So nicely you explained. Wonderful, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Thank
Let's
you.
chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra for the spiritual benefits of Prabhuji. Please unmute.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Thank you very much. Over to Deepa.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Now we will have Damodar Ashtakam.
नमामिश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानं यशोदाभियोलुखलधवमानं परामृष्टामात्यन्ततो धृत्यगोप्या रुदन्तमुहुर्नेत्रयुग्मं मृजन्तम् कराम्भुजयुग्मेन शातङ्कनेत्रम् मुहुश्वासकम्पात्रिरेकाङ्ककण्ठा स्थिताग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिबद्धम् इति दृक्स्वलीलाभेरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निर्माञ्जन्तम् अख्यापयन्तम् शीताग्निषु भक्तैर्जितत्वम् पुनः प्रेमातास्तां शतावृत्ति वन्दे वरं देवामोक्षं न मोक्षावधिं वा न चान्यमृणेऽहं वारेषादपीह इदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबालम् सदा मे मनस्य अविरस्तां किन्वै इदं ते मुखाम्भोजम् अत्यन्तनिर्लैर्वृतं कुण्टलैस्निग्धैरक्तैश्च गोप्या मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बक्षधरं मे मनस्य विरसमलं लक्षलभे नमो देव दामोदर विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाब्धिमग्नम् कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यातिदीनं बतानु गृहाणि क्षमामग्नमेधियक्षिदृश्या कुबेरात्मदौबद्धमूर्त्यैव यद्वत् त्वयामुचितौ भक्तिभजौ कृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकमे प्रयच्छ नमो शीघ्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह नमस्ते सुदाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीय उदरायाथ विश्वस्य दाम्ने नमो राधिकायै त्वदीय प्रियायै नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यं हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे
Hare Krishna, we can't hear your voice.